Hello loves, this is Magigoddess. If you're wondering why I have this little altar kind of set up, it's because the topic today is your spiritual family and connecting with them. So of course I gotta show up and show out, and if you see this little bit of quartz, it's actually like this big. They're like, can you please put it in the center? In fact, I'll show you for just a second. Like, look at that thing, it's huge. I was like, I am not moving that for you. And they're like, please. I was like, okay, I love you. I'll move it. So, yeah. But don't worry, I'm over here lifting 10-pound weights at this time to like get my muscles going. If you're curious why this little lovely thing is here, one, my Mima gave it to me. Well, I got it after my Mima passed away. And there's the secret behind this, but I'll show you in a little bit once we get started. So there's a reason that's there. So my loves, this is the deck we're going to be using today. I picked the Egyptian Tarot. Love the Egyptian gods and goddesses. That is my fam. We are using that deck. Also, my angels, my peeps. My peeps, my peeps, my peeps. We're going to be using this Love Oracle deck for advice. So I'm just going to put that aside. They want me to put it here. So we'll put it right there. So, first, we're going to get a card to represent your spiritual family. So whenever you see this card, it's your spiritual family saying hi. And if I get more information of like what to notice in a card. So yeah, if you ever see this card, when you use tarot, your spirit guides are saying, what's up? So, what card represents spiritual family for my loves? We have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, conquest, overcoming. Six of Wands is the victory card. And bottom of the deck, we have, I believe this is the Moon card, delusion, observe. So whenever you see images of the moon, I'm seeing multiple animals here. Let's see, is it this side or this side? So this is why we have this here. So you can take a closer look. Because it's funny, this is actually something where you can check your makeup. And then you have a regular mirror. You can see me. And then you have a magnifying glass. So how cool is that? Now, although I don't know how well the magnifying glass shows up on camera, to be fair. Anyway, we have this dog head, which represents Anubis, of course. So anytime you see a dog, it's your spiritual family saying hi. If you see a dog on a card ever, that's your spiritual family saying hi. If you see the symbol of the moon, that's your spiritual family saying hi. More dogs. A scorpion, if you see a scorpion on a card, or some of you could be Scorpio, but whenever you see a scorpion, that represents your spiritual family. And let you get a good look at this card. Or move on. And these are just Egyptian writings and other symbolism that I have no idea what the meaning is. But yes. I forgot you could see me on here. Hi! That is such a not cute angle, but I don't care about being cute. If I want to be cute, I'll hold the camera towards my face and be like, hi. Anyway, Hopefully you'll get a kick out of that. You saw me sticking my tongue out at you. I'm just being playful. But yeah, the cards that represent your spiritual family is the Moon and the Six of Wands if you play with tarot. If you don't play with tarot, if you see a card in a tarot reading with a dog, a moon, or a scorpion, it is your spiritual family saying, hey, this message is for you. Now, this is a collective reading. It's not a personal reading, so take it to heart only so much. Like, if you constantly see cards with dogs on them, it's for you. If you constantly see cards with moons on them, that is for you. Or like scorpions. But remember, this is for a lot of people, not just, you know, you personally. So when it comes to collective readings, like, always just be very aware of that. Oh, and this is the stone that the deck chose. And I'm just hearing your spiritual family just wants to say hi. So what is the best way my loves can communicate with their spiritual family? I'm hearing water, earth, wind, fire, and air. And I heard water. So elements. You could be an elemental. Like, try some elemental spells and see how it goes, is what I'm hearing. You could have, like, witchcraft in your ancestry. How best can my loves communicate with their spiritual family? Their spiritual family. Here we go. We have inspiration, inspired spirit. I'm not going to do the magnifying glass for each and every one, just a select few based on the questions that I'm asking. I meant to say I was going to ask 4 questions and then advice, by the way. We have making amends, resignation, and this dude is about to sacrifice a cow. So some of you are sacrificing things thinking that it's appeasing your spiritual family. It's actually low-key pissing them off. They really just want, like, a simple gift. Say a prayer for them every day. You can set up, like, a little altar if you feel called to. I heard none of you are meant for divination. What is that supposed to mean? Like, oh, some of you use, like, tarot cards and you just rely on tarot cards. Like, you don't actually, like, meditate or really try and tap in and listen. You don't really try to connect with them. You just try to look at the meaning of the cards and be like, that's it. Like, you are lazy about connecting with them. And others of you be doing things that they're not cool with. If you're part of my collective and you're sacrificing anything of any kind, you're really not a part of my collective, because we're not about sacrificing anything here. Not even, like, bad connections. We cut away those connections, but we don't sacrifice them. We're honest with those people about why we leave them, and we leave. And then there are people who play dumb, but then you cut them off, you block them, whatever. But we never sacrifice anything or anyone here. So if you're out here sacrificing anything, this collective reading is not for you. You're not a part of my collective. I heard be gone with ye. You guys are mean. Once again, there's a moon right here. Moon. I don't know why, but that song, there's a song playing. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon. Some of you like old school music. Let's see what else we can get. I'm definitely seeing fire. Feel free to get, like, a plastic light up candle like this. Because never gaze into like actual fire. If you do, gaze through here at actual fire. Don't look into the fire, you'll blind yourself. But like, take this moment to look into this flame and try and connect with your spiritual family in this moment. Let's both do it together. 1 second, let me just, I wanted to adjust the tip of it. The tips are adjustable, so let's take this moment. And say it with me. My intention is to connect to my spiritual family, and just stare at the flame for a good moment. Let's do it together. Alright, I think that's plenty of time because I certainly got plenty of messages out of that. If you didn't, just keep practicing, and like I said, you can use a real candle. These are the kind of candles that are not dangerous whatsoever. In fact, I could have given you one of these fancy smancy ones. You can use one of those if you like for a moment. One moment. Same thing, say your intention is to connect to the spiritual family. Alright, that's plenty of time. I love these, they're so pretty. My mom only gave me a couple because she wanted to keep the rest of them, and I totally don't blame her. They're gorgeous. They're in the background. I believe I showed you like the overall background energy. So there's you, a good opportunity to connect with your spiritual family. This collective, here in fire magic, connecting through fire, is a great way to connect. Now, what are my love's spiritual family trying to tell them the most right now? What are my love's spiritual family trying to tell them the most right now? I heard 4 cards, so. Ooh, yeah, more than 4. Okay, that's plenty. So is this, then this, then this, this. Okay. Doing it in order. Overall, bottom of the deck energy, we have power, invention, Ace of Wands. This reminds me of Horus. Horus. I heard you have the power to reinvent yourself. You're just not trying enough. Study, reflection. Once again, take more time to get to know, really get to know your spiritual family. They have a lot of messages for you, and take more time to get to know yourself. There's some things you have yet to unlock about yourself. You have realization, triumph, and struggle. I'm hearing the worst is over. Some readers are telling you the worst is over. It's only going to get better from here. Your spiritual family is like, you're always going to go through ups and downs. This is a crock of crap. And it really is. Whenever a tarot reader says the worst is over, it's only going to get better from here, it's like, no, life is full of challenges. There are always going to be things that you don't foresee. So whenever a tarot reader does that, if you're one of those, I'm not going to apologize. I think that's you're lying. And you want to know how I know you're lying? Unexpected things happen all the time. Energy is fluid and everything changes within an instant. And everyone has free will. you could sit there and say the worst is over, and then some drunk guy, you know, you guys get in a car accident. Yeah, you're fine, and they have to pay for your car, but it's traumatizing. So yeah, these two are things you don't see, but I'll go ahead and flip this one. We have contracts, fame. Fame. You know that song? I don't know the song, but the lyrics that are coming to mind is fame, I'm gonna live forever, or I'm gonna take it to heaven, I'm gonna live in the light, fame. I don't actually know the words. Those are the only words I'm hearing. So like, you're not seeing that you're a creature of the light. Once again, getting Horus vibes. Okay, we have trial, passion versus values. Some people are definitely testing you at this time and your boundaries, and do you value yourself? Good luck with that. Those are the most difficult tests you can have. So this is hidden, and what's funny is I'm placing another thing that's hidden from you underneath. We have triumph, prosperity. As long as you choose yourself, you'll do well. If you don't choose yourself, why do you think you'll do well if you never choose yourself? Like, if you choose you, you choose good things for you. If you don't choose you, then obviously you choose something over you. And even like your spiritual family, don't choose your spiritual family over you, because your spiritual family will test you. They'll give you certain information, and if you call them out and you say that's bullshit, they'll admit that it's bullshit. Like, they're not any different from you or me. They have thoughts, feelings, emotions, etc. Yeah, they see things, but they want you to like think for yourself. So at this time, it's really about thinking for yourself, providing for yourself, seeing what's best for you. Anything else? Seeing an eagle soaring. I'm seeing an eagle landing into a human. A lot of you are shapeshifters. You can shift your energy. It's time for you to hone this talent. There's actually an animal shape-shifting deck I have with like a guidebook and everything that is really helpful in that. 1 second, let me get it. Okay, side note, I went to grab the book that I originally intended on, and this other one refused not to come out with it. It was like, take me too. So definite confirmation some of you have witchcraft ancestry and you are to work with the elements. First, I'll show you this one. This is a great tarot deck to use when it comes to shape-shifting. It really helped me learn how to shift when it comes to like energies and enveloping like my instincts. Like when I had my huge spiritual awakening, it was very helpful. And honestly, the tarot cards are simply gorgeous. I'm not going to go get the deck. I've already made the effort of going to get the book. And this is the other one for if like it's a Celtic pagan journey. So if you're interested in working with the elements, this is a great deck to use. I've never used it for the elements. I never realized it was Celtic pagan, but it's very descriptive and has a lot of nature. So confirmation on elements, because both of these are about implementing elements into human nature and like being one with that. So those are recommended to you. Otherwise, I wouldn't see them in my mind's eye, my third eye. And now for the last question. See, I knew today was going to go well. Yesterday was very traumatic and sad for me because of the way it went, the whole karma thing. But I knew today was going to go well because it's all about spiritual family, and my spiritual family is standing 10 toes down, standing guard, so I ain't worried about a thing today. Normally I just kind of free fall it on my own, but today they are here to give wisdom, knowledge, advice, expertise. So, what are signs that your spiritual family wants your attention? Wow, that flew. Tower moment. Signs. Okay. They wanted me to go till that one. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have managing resources. We have this eye here. And then we have a snake. So when you see eyes in snakes, which is funny because I have an eye on my bracelet. That's anti-evil eye. So eyes in snakes, the more you see those, the more they want to connect with you. Whenever you like consistently see knives, we have creator, tenderness. So when you see knives, I'm also seeing like bamboo from this. So if you see bamboo, once again, alienation, temptation, more knives. Noble traveling, we have a horse with a feathery headdress. So if you see like a fancy horse with a headdress often, and with this pole I'm really getting like carousel vibes. So whenever you see a carousel, this person's wearing all gold. So if you see someone in all gold, and I'm not talking about like in a reading or whatever necessarily, it's more so like random everyday occurrences. Like you see someone in all gold, you happen to see a carousel, like let's just say it randomly pops up on like your feed if you're on Insta or whatever, or YouTube, or like, yeah. Once again, another knife. We have revenge, difficult. She's wearing a headdress, or a headband, I should say. I don't know why I said headdress. So, hello. If you see a person in a headdress, you can see how shiny my skin is, actually. Shiny, shiny. Ching, 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 because I take care of it. People in headdresses with gray hair, pay attention to their wisdom, is what I'm hearing. People in all white. And people with a big, not like an emblem across their neck, but like, it's almost like they're wearing a headdress around their neck. Like a really big piece of jewelry around their neck. We'll say like huge. Like, I'm seeing a Native American, so some of you like Native Americans with like a fancy headdress and like this necklace thing. I don't know what it's called, I'm gonna be real. We have another eye, confirming what I said about the eye. We have two staffs, and this says life development. I was holding it upside down. Interesting. Some of you think that your magic is failing, but it's not. It's just people are trying to block it, but it's going to make its way through anyway. I'm hearing Eye of Ra. So, Sun Ra, what's up? Hi, Ra Ra. That's my nickname for him. When you see magical staffs, that has a message in there for you. Anything else? Let's see what else I can pick up on for you. So far we have an eye, just a single eye, a snake, swords, carousels, people in all gold, Native Americans with a headdress and like an embroidered huge necklace emblem thing around their neck. And we also have the Eye of Ra, specifically twice here. Ra don't show up for just nobody, so feel proud. Ra is like, yeah. And then like a magical staff. So what other symbols that they're trying to get attention? I'm seeing campfire and I'm seeing a candle burning. So if someone burns like a candle around your campfire, pay attention to their wisdom. Maybe some of you don't always like to listen to people, or you think it's boring is what I'm hearing. So the overall message that they're trying to give you their attention, we have managing resources, creator tenderness, alienation, separation, noble traveling, revenge, difficult life development. You're doing the best you can, but you feel very... Oh, you can see my knee, my naked knee. I just realized that. My knee is naked. Oh no. I'll be wearing them shorts. Sorry for the nudity. No, I'm kidding. It's just a knee. I mean, this is funny. Someone's trying to distract you, okay, from your potential. First off is what I'm getting. And secondly, you're trying the best with what you have and you're trying to create magic. You're feeling very lonely and like no one understands you, but the reason you're being isolated is because you have really good intentions and your magic is very powerful. Your thoughts are magic, just so you know. And you're creating a brand new life in the ethers, but you have people who are trying to like block you, but they're getting KO'd. Okay. I'm seeing a Mortal Kombat move. Like, I think it's like Kung Lao who like jumps up and like double kicks people in the stomach, and you know, he does the hat throw. It's been years since I've watched Mortal Kombat or even played Mortal Kombat. I think the last one I played was like, I don't know, the 5th one, the 7th one. The 7th one came to mind, but the number 7 is the divine, so for all I know, it's just the divine being like, sup, we kicking it, we killing it. But anytime I get on a controller, I still kick ass. So don't get it twisted. If you challenge me to some Mortal Kombat, I'm going to win. Because I was a champion of that on the Super Nintendo. Just give me a controller. I'll show you what's up. I can pick up on the patterns. I have that intuitive knowing of just like, okay, press these buttons and it's going to work. Like even people who, like I used to have this boyfriend who'd play it every day. And I was like, can I try? And I literally like beat him. And we played like so many games. And he's like, why are you beating me? You don't even know what you're doing. And I was like, because I'm a champion. He was so annoyed. We didn't play anymore because he was a sore loser. But that's not my problem. What's worse than a sore loser, honestly, is a sore winner. Someone who's like, yeah, I won. And it's like, okay. And? You think you'd be more excited about, I don't know, winning the lottery or something. You're going to sit here and be excited because you beat me in a game. And you were really cold about it. You were super cutthroat. Like, if that's what makes you feel good, you go about your day. That ain't my style, bro. But yeah, some people are being really cutthroat, playing games, whatever, behind the scenes, and they getting messed up, just so you know. And confirmations for you, most definitely at this time, are all the symbols I mentioned before. I don't feel like going through all of them again. My spiritual family's like, go ahead, say it again. Must I repeat myself like 3 times? No, it's not necessary. I don't wanna. So I'm not gonna. It ain't happening. So, advice for my loves at this time. Let's check your new energy now that you've connected with your spiritual fam. Some of you have an evil inside you that makes you doubt everything. Like, you'll get a good reading, or you'll feel positive about a reading, and like this devilish voice inside will say they're full of crap. That's just somebody doing dark magic on you. Ignore them. Just say, whenever you have a negative thought, just say, you know what, if you want to be a whiny bitch, go tell someone else, because I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm blessed. So go tell someone who's not a real one. They'll feel insulted. They might try harder, but the more you do it, the more annoyed they get. Eventually they'll give up. And they'll be like, it's someone literally sending like an evil deity your way to like mess with you. So don't even worry about it. I believe this is a bloodstone. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm kind of sure. I'm hearing there will be blood. I'm hearing we drink to the blood of thine enemies. You guys, this is not like 17th century war here. Can you not? Anyway, y'all are warriors. Your spiritual family are warriors. They're not having it. And after this, you're not going to be having it. So there's that. I actually want to put this here. So have more self-love and self-compassion, because like this is not only like a rose quartz, but it's a rose quartz heart. So that means a lot. In fact, I have 3 hearts here today. I have lepidolite. Shiny, sparkly, wee! It is so shiny, you can see like my fan light. Normally I just have my lamp light, but today I was like, I want more light in this reading today. Or to light up the night. And this is labradorite. You can kind of see the pretty colors, but not really. Like, for real though. There we go. There you go. Oh yeah. You see this? This is what color this whole bad baby is. Look at that. That's freaking gorgeous. It looks like stained glass. Gorgeous. Like a mermaid's fin in water. So that's lovely. They're like, play with that the way you had it. I will. Calm down. Now, advice for my beautiful loves. Advice for my loves. What is your advice for my loves? What is your advice for my loves? They wanted me to do it half. Maybe your style, half my style. Okay. My style is, you know, doing it like that. Anyway. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Don't gaslight yourself. You're worth whatever it is. You're worthy of whatever you want in this life. And if you tell yourself otherwise, that's no one's fault but your own, that you let yourself be tricked into thinking you're less than by whatever nonsense it is you tell yourself at night. We have playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner self, your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So be more playful with yourself. You know, the way that I was like sticking my tongue out at you and being like, oh look, shiny skin. Like, be playful in your everyday happenings. If you drop something, say, I'm a silly goose. I do that. And I call other people a silly goose. And if they're offended, I'm like, I say that to myself. How are you going to be offended? I treat myself this way. If you don't like it, you can get out. Low-key, my dragon is mad I didn't bring him here. 1 second. He keeps pointing himself out to me. He was sleeping, so I didn't want to disturb him. Anyway, this dragon. I have multiple dragons for spiritual family. Okay. And we'll put him at the forefront since he was offended. You were sleeping! He said I'd wake for this. Okay, well, we're practically done with the reading. When was you gonna wake? I already been connecting all this morning. I always do my own readings for myself, etc., and then a practice reading to kind of like go through how I'm going to do this, and then I actually come and do this. So where you been? Oh, he's shy and embarrassed now. I would be too if I were you. He's like, you have the griffin, you have the angel, you have everybody. Well, if you would wake up like everybody else, you could be here like everybody else. I apologize for that. We had a little bit of a... You good now? His fire's out. He's good. Anyway, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Yeah, give yourself a chance before you knock yourself down and out. Lift yourself up. Don't push yourself down. People are going to push you and mess with you your whole life. Like, why are you doing that to you? Like, there's no point. Your existence here is about flourishing, accepting your feelings, having fun, and trying things and believing in yourself, not being like, remember, you can before you can't. So a couple of things you don't see. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. You be lying to yourself about your true potential, and you know it. You're always more amazing than you think. Next, we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So some of you are too focused on practical shenanigans. You've been neglecting your spirituality and your faith and your hope and your belief, and you're literally running on E. And there's really no point. How are you going to succeed with nothing? If you give yourself nothing, you'll be left with nothing. But if you focus on giving to yourself every day, knowing you're worthy of receiving things every day, you'll receive things. They may not be the exact things you wished for, but, you know, there's a currency exchange, there's an energy exchange. So whatever you're receiving is just matching your energy. So if you give yourself no energy, you're not going to be really receiving anything, because energetically you have nothing to give. Whereas if you have plenty of energy, plenty to give, you're going to receive all kinds of things. And, you know, let it always be an unexpected surprise. And always be grateful for all that you have, even if it's something you didn't necessarily ask for, because sometimes it's just a gift from your spiritual family, and it means more than what you see at face value. Like, let's say someone gives you a book you didn't ask for. Your spiritual family is like, pay attention to this book. Let's say someone gives you a book to predict your next year. They're going to say, pay attention to this book. This year is important. It's a thing. Like, pay attention to all the signs, not just what you think practically within your own mind. So let's see what else. Some of you are blocking your spirituality. You think spirituality might be a little kooky, or you just feel crazy, but the sooner you accept it, the sooner you'll realize you're not crazy. You just have a beautiful talent and ability. You think I don't know I'm crazy? I am freaking insane. I'm not crazy. I'm just fucking insane. Okay? That's why I'm here with all of you. And I'm proud of it. And I've helped a lot of people with my insanity, so think of all the things you could do. You're literally crushing your own potential because you're rejecting yourself. So some of you need to accept some of the gifts that you have, and you need to trust in the process. And remember, every morning when you wake up, picture yourself in a beautiful bright light. Picture beautiful pink hearts all around you, so you know you're surrounded by this beautiful protective bubble filled with love. Okay? Some of you are just afraid, and it does you no good to be afraid of yourself, because you are yourself. Don't be afraid of yourself. You are yourself. Hello. Like, can't nobody else be you. Can't nobody else do it like you. That's why you're here. That's why you're given these gifts. That's why you receive miracles like this. To you, what may be a curse is a blessing to others. I used to know this person who said they're not creative at all. And then they started like messing around with lumber, and they started thinking of all these things they could make. And I said, see, you were creative and imaginative all along. You were just using your talents in the wrong way. You just didn't see it yet. And it really opened up their mind to, like, I can be imaginative. Mind you, this was a Scorpio, a water sign. Any water sign out there is psychic. They're imaginative. So I don't even know why you push that stuff away. Like, you born with it, straight up. To be watery is to be connected fully and fully tapped in from the day you were born. And it is scary, and it is a bunch of shenanigans. But, you know, the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you can learn to hone in on it and control it and use it to benefit you and others. I just realized this really cute, like, pink vibe totally goes with these pink cards, and this was so not planned. I just picked some random shenanigans. So, nice aesthetics, nice aesthetics. I'm over here talking about watery stuff. I didn't even think about, you know, my little awkward little shirt. And it's funny because I'm actually wearing a shirt that says, your manifestations are on the way, stay grounded. I'm not going to show you my shirt. I already done showed you my face a bunch of times on accident, and it was funny, and you'll only be looking at my boobies anyway, so it's fine. That's a joke. But, like, if you need proof and you don't believe me, like, I don't even know why you're here, unless you're just bored. And if you're bored, go do something fun. Straight up. If you're here, you wanted some fun. That's the only reason why you showed up. And I always show up and show out, so. I hope you enjoyed this cute little magnifying glass. Look, you can't see anything. Ha 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 ha. Now you see. Now you don't. Now you see. Now you don't. See, I'm playing with you. You need to have that kind of energy. It's like, I see you. No, I don't. I see you. Now I don't. Actually, let me just do this. Boom. Let it adjust. Look how close that looks. Boom. Look how close that looks. Boom. Look how far away it looks. No, I'm kidding. It's not that crazy different. But what's funny is I got this necklace, and I just realized today that it's like a mirror and then a close-up mirror, and also it's like a bifocal. So I've had this for, my Mima's been passed away for a few years now, so it is hilarious that I've had this the whole time and never realized that. I just was like, it's a heart, my favorite shape, so pretty. But yeah, so that's your advice, my loves. Realize that you're freaking incredible and fantastic, and why shouldn't you? Of course you are. You're part of my collective. Freaking fantastic. In fact, I'm wearing a heart. Ooh, look how pretty. I love hearts. That's why I have like heart-shaped goodies. In fact, I have more heart-shaped stones than this. In fact, I have one of, like, I think 5 this tiger's eye right here. I'm not gonna go get the other ones. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm over here cross-legged Indian style, just sitting here chilling with you guys on the floor. With the bunny. So cute. Look at those blue sweet eyes. Look at that sweet innocent baby that I literally step all over with my feet every day, and then I clean it off and I'm like, poor baby, it's okay. I'm weird like that. I'm weird with my stuff like that. It's alive. Just kidding. Oh yeah. They're like, put the books in. Okay, I'm putting the books in. Calm down. Sorry, bunny. Sorry, honey bunny. There you go. So feel free to look up these tarot cards. How old are these, by the way? When was this done? 2001. That's not actually that old. What about you? 2003. Okay, they're not that old. But I've had them like a long time. I want to say this is probably like the second deck I ever got, something like that. I've definitely used these in readings. This is really great for like spiritual awakening. This is actually really practical considering like it's about magic, not gonna lie. I opened it to this page, so we'll just read it. One last thing. The world tree represents not only the whole cosmos, but is the central axis that links all 3 realms. This axis does not exist in any physical place, but can be created anywhere by the conscious will of the magician. By aligning himself or herself with the axis mundi, he or she is aligned with the center of the universe, and through it has access to all of the realms. When the circle is cast, the first act is to draw the axis down through its center and link the circle to all the realms, to be between the worlds. Pray for magical, by the way. At the deepest levels of pagan teaching, the practitioner or magician travels to various realms of consciousness in order to gain knowledge and personal teaching from the otherworldly beings. We did that today with the candle. Yeah. Synchronicity! On a mundane level, the card of the world tree marks the successful completion of some venture, achieving something that you have worked hard for, the successful end of a cycle of events. You will be rewarded for all your efforts. Confirmation for what I said. Oh my goodness, so many confirmations of everything I said. So I guess there's a reason I opened this. Wow. It is time to celebrate. This card may also indicate a journey, either spiritual or physical, during which an important lesson will be learned. Yeah, you're freaking magical, you just forgot. On a higher level, the card of the world tree demonstrates the oneness and interconnection of all things, their equal importance and their myriad possibilities. This is an ideal, rather than something that we can attain on a day-to-day basis. We're only human, after all. Bullcrap. However, I added the bullcrap. However, it is something we can glimpse at certain special moments and sense its harmony, its reconciliation of opposites. When the world tree appears reversed in your spread, it is warning you that a situation is not resolved or a project finished, even though you think it might be. The journey of the fool. The fool has ended his journey, but now a new one begins. And this is a whole bunch of info on the world tree. It talks about the world tree, it talks about the symbolism of it, and then it gives you the meanings. Like, this book be thorough. This is what the world tree looks like. Oh, look, we have a moon. Spiritual fam says hi. And we have a snake. Oh, I just so got chills. That is crazy. Look at that. Some confirmations of your spiritual fam. They're like, now do the other book. Now do the other book. Okay, shall we? I'm feeling this one. And I'm feeling this. I'm not doing all that. I'll do this one. Prophecy. Something unforeseen is about to happen. Messages from spirit may create a change of consciousness. Psychic talents will unfold if you hold to your spiritual path. How many times I gotta tell you you're magical? Your intuition could reveal a dangerous, dark, secret, or hidden foes. Confirmation of everything I just said again. Someone is trying to mess with your abilities. I already told you how to handle, and double down on business. Dreams can lead you to the right decision. Look at events and people with the cold eye of reality, or you could be deceived. And this is the card, the moon. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have a tree and the moon. Again, traditional card, the moon, keywords, psychic abilities, dreams, and deception. That's what the card looks like. It's got two people shapeshifted into wolves howling at the moon. You have two wolves in the background howling at the moon. And then you have a tree. So we picked two different... you saw me randomly flip through it. That was not planned. I told you the moon is a sign. We got the moon in both of those. Both of those literally confirmed everything I just said. So go ahead and question me. Go ahead and question yourself, but it does you no good. You literally got so many signs. Like, how can you even deny it after that? I can't even deny it after that. My mind is blown. I'm over here like, wow, spiritual fam, be here. Like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. How many times do you need it to be confirmed? How many times do you need it to be told to you? I literally just told it to you. I don't know how many times. But enough times for you to get it through your head. Get it through your head. You're magical. You're meant to connect. And for all I know, you saw some kind of symbol or message in there you got from looking at the flame candle. If you're curious why I did a white candle and then why I did a dark candle, it's for you to connect to your light and your darkness, for one can never exist without the other. There will always be darkness within you. You use your darkness to hone your powers of your shadows. You use the light to conquer all that which would challenge your innocence. So, looking at the things maybe you most fear and looking at things that make you truly happy within self. So, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This was very peaceful. This was very fun and quite entertaining to get the same messages over and over. But it's literally just reminding you and reminding me that we're just as magical as we believe that we are. Many blessings, loves. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Feel free to leave me a heart because it's my favorite shape. I'll always appreciate it and give you a heart back to say, thank you, I love you. I love you, love, Magigoddess.